Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Autumn is almost here, so I think you know what that means. We need to start organizing the next 3 months of outfits that we're gonna wear to the living room. So if you think these are cute and you wanna add them to your wardrobe, stay tuned and I'll show you what I use to get this look. For this project, I used this faux snakeskin boot. I also used Swarovski crystals in bronze shade. This envelope has hot fix crystals. I had some flatbacks from another project, but they only had this amount of crystals in the hot fix, so I decided to try them. So I used a combination of the E6000 glue to adhere the crystals, and I also used my hot fix tool. So I'll give you guys a close-up of the crystals because I know everyone loves looking at how beautiful the crystals are. I just think the shade is so beautiful. It's so rich and brown, just gorgeous. And then here is a close-up of what the crystals look like. This isn't necessarily my style, but I thought that I could add some embellishments and maybe make it more like me. So I'm gonna go step through step as far as what I do to select my crystals and how I am gonna design this. In order to choose my crystals, I used a crystal chart, and what I love about the crystal chart is that it flips up and you can actually lay the chart on whatever you're trying to match up. At first I was thinking about highlighting the white in the boot and the darker color, but at the end I just decided that I wanted to do the darker color because I wanted the boots to kind of glisten as I'm walking through. So as you can see, I'm just checking out the chart and I'm gonna match it up on the boot, and that's how I came up with the bronze shade. And I have a whole video that shows you how I use my crystal charts if you're interested. I used a toothpick to apply the glue because I just wanted a tiny dot exactly on the little like faux snakeskin scales. So you could use a syringe if you have one, but a toothpick worked fine. I really wanted to highlight the darker shade of the boot with the crystals because for this series, I really want to show how adding crystals to a few strategic places can really add subtle enhancements to a piece without going all out. I also went back and forth. I used my wax stick for application, but I also used my crystal katana tool. I really like the crystal katana tool for picking the crystals up and placing them, but I've just used the wax stick for so long that sometimes, like if I'm tired or if I just have a lot of crystals to place, for some reason it's just easier to use that one. But I think both tools work equally well. I think they're both something that you should invest in, but as I've explained in other videos, sometimes you just don't want to spend the money or you don't have that in your budget yet. So using a toothpick first and then moving up to a wax stick, which is honestly about like $2 until you can get the crystal katana tool, which I think is around $25, is perfect. If you aren't as comfy with your skill level or if you don't have the patience, try doing a larger print or even a cow print as a starter. This boot took just so much time placing each little crystal on each little dot, And if you use a larger print, you can use larger crystals and you can still have the same level of enhancement. So it still works. The other thing that I didn't think of until after I started adding the crystals is you could just do the outside of your boot or add more crystals to the outside and just do a couple like on the inside. Each boot took a full envelope of crystals and that can get expensive. One envelope for this color is right around $60. So if you don't want to spend all that money, just do the outside with more and just add like a small sprinkle on the inside and you'll still have the same effect. So this is my progress so far. I love how this is turning out. I'll give you a super close-up so you can get an idea of where I'm going with this. I love it. I think this is going to be such a subtle sparkle and so cute. I think it's going to add so much to the boots. So I'm going to keep going and I'll keep filling you in on my progress. To clarify on what I meant by inside and outside, this will be the outside of the boot and this is where you would put the most crystals if you're trying to conserve. And then this would be the inside of the boot, which faces like the inside of your other leg. And this is the part that you would put the fewer crystals on. And as you're gliding through your living room, everyone can see that sparkle and shine and you can save on crystals. Perfect. As a reminder, this is what the boot looked like before, kind of plain, nothing too much going on, and it wasn't very expensive. And this is the after. Even though it's not super like in your face, it is so cute. I just love the subtle like blinginess of it. I love the sparkle. I'm so happy with how this looks. And here are some other angles of the boot just so you can get an idea of how cute it is and why you should make it for yourself. I wanted to show you a couple of looks that you can pair with these jeans. Right now, I love the raw edge, raw hem jeans that are kind of like skinny and tapered at the bottom. I think they're so cute and I love it when there's just a tiny bit of skin showing between the edge of the boot and the start of the jean. I love that. And then if it gets colder, you can always do this look, which is also super cute. Love both of those. I also want to say thank you. I just reached 2,000 subscribers. So happy and so grateful. So thank you so much. I do have a couple of surprises up next. I'm going to be doing a designer series. I'm going to do a couple of classics and a couple of new pieces. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week and I'll see you next time.